miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars
and the Washington Commanders. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from FedEx Field. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Second down, Howell now. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. But whatever they were trying to call, Chad Muma had it read from the start, getting behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. On 1st down, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and a single gold stripe running from front to back.
Lawrence will throw, and he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And Howe will throw it.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
He's got Thomas yet again complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Powell.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossan.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, and so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A nice completion there for the first down. Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the play.
This is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on third down, Howell completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
From just shy of midfield, Howell throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson down to about the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Robinson up the middle. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 32. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 74 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A gain of 3, second down.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
3 yards remain for second down. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Lawrence on third down.
He's got a man, complete. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from him, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. One last shot before the break. Howell over the middle, open is Thomas. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 41, Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had better.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 29, Howell. Samuel bringing in the slam. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
There's no doubt that Curtis Samuel and Washington will both welcome a redo at his first year there. Injuries kept him to less than 100 snaps across 5 games. Everyone's hoping a return to health gets him back on track, where he's making a push for his first 1,000-yard season in Carolina. That catch there, good for a first down.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 41, Howell targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Again, it's Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's at the 50, the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
61 yards.
And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Powell throwing on third down here. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down, Howell to throw.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
This one caught by Ridley.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, set, go!
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Thomas has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and 2. At the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
On third down, Robinson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Howell throwing on first down here. This is caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 26 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 149 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On first down, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff to Robinson out of the shotgun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. On the give, here's Robinson.
The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Commanders put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing now, Lawrence. And the hook up here with Ridley.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Able to find Jones.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here's Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he's got room. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A give left side to Robinson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A CD always a little extra